Hello crafty friends, this is the Papered Chef here. Yesterday I shared a video where I showed 24 projects you can create using the Box of Sunshine Paper Pumpkin Kit by Stampin' Up. And when you go live you try to plan everything, but what happened is my little box here got buried. And this is my favorite project of all. So not only did I not get to show you this project, but I didn't get to show you the sun on a wobble spring. Okay, what I'm going to do now is show you how to create that alternative project. Okay, so we're going to, from start to finish, create this alternative project. We're going to also in this video, oh, hello, thanks for joining me. It already popped up so quick so I couldn't see your name, but I see Nancy and Crystal, so hello. I'm going to do a couple things that are, daring, unplanned and daring. I've been kind of afraid to open my Stampin' Seal. And I don't mean afraid as in afraid I'll mess it up, but afraid because I'm traveling soon and I thought this will be great to carry with me. And I don't want to open up a new and start something new. But you know what? I'm going to try to use this Stampin' Seal Plus. Maybe if not, if that doesn't work because it's live, right? We'll try the Stampin' Seal. And then if they work, then it'll be easy to travel with them. Okay, so sometimes you want to take things when you're traveling that you're more comfortable with, but then this time I'm thinking, you know what, I'm just going to go for it and try to use this adhesive to attach the card to this box. So here's how we're going to create the box, and I'm not showing you what's inside the box until later, of course, that's how I roll. We're going to create the box. We're going to start with a blank, a card. We're going to take a piece of the card that came with the Paper Pumpkin Kit, so here are the cards from the Box of Sunshine Kit. We have two in case I mess up. Okay, we're going to put that on top of the box. Then we're going to put stickers all around the box. These are really easy. You just have to cut them. They're already stickers. We can even sponge color the box a little bit if we want. And then I could show you how I stamp that. And I'm pretty sure, but again, this is unplanned. I'm thinking I got that paper from here, from the Pick a Pattern. Or no, not Pick a Pattern. That was another paper from before. It's called Playing with Patterns. So we're going to open up Playing with Patterns and see if that's where I got this little piece of crushed curry paper. And if not, we'll just stamp it onto something else. Doesn't matter, right? It's all good. We'll see how this goes. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you what a mini pizza box, I should say. Mini pizza box. We're going to make mini boxes of sunshine. Now, in my tutorial yesterday, in my video yesterday, I showed you lots and lots of ways to decorate mini paper pumpkin boxes. But this time I'm going to show you how to decorate a mini pizza box. So this is how they come. We've been selling these for years. I've been using these for years. They come mini pizza box from Stampin' Up. Let's see, 8 in a package. Okay, so you get 8 in a package. Later, when I get to my descriptions, which takes me a while, I will give you item numbers and links. But you can find my store, and if you have any of my newsletters, I always have links to my store. Okay, so I just like to open it up. It's food safe. And I bend the sides like that. I'm not assembling the whole thing, but I do bend it before I attach that card. Because I want to attach the card to the top of the pizza box. All right. Good morning, Jeanette from Australia. So I'm going to have that. So what we're doing, just to show you, that's the top of the pizza box. Okay. They're food safe. They're shiny inside. You can put cookies in there. Go to the bakery. Get someone some sweets. Okay. This part we'll do later. But anyway, so what I'm going to do is show you just how to dip this part for the top. So we're going to take our paper trimmer and our card, and we are going to make a 3.5 inch square, but it's not really 3.5. It has to be a smidgen smaller. And I always get asked, what's a smidgen? Okay, this is a smidgen. I use smidgens all the time in crafting. It's like when you make a lid for a box. You take a box. If you're making a box out of this card, and the bottom needed to be slightly smaller than the top piece that you start with, you take a smidgen off. A smidgen, in terms of measurement, is 1/16 of an inch. So, or if you don't have if your trimmer doesn't go in 1/16 of an inch, then a smidgen is just this little tiny piece. Okay, so let's show you what I'm talking about. So this is our paper trimmer, and I'm going to go to 3.5, but I don't want to quite go to 3.5. So I'm going to go a smidgen over. That's 3.5 on the line. And this is a smidgen over. And I'm thinking it's in focus, but, hey, I'm wearing reading glasses, so who knows if this is even in focus. But there we go. I'm going to cut it, and I'm going to make a square. So I'm going to cut it again. And there's my 3.5. Go to 3.5 and go a smidgen back. 16th of an inch back. All right, Jeanette. Now, there's my piece. Okay, so we're going to take it and we're going to put it on the pizza box. So the reason I bent everything first along the score lines was to make sure that when I adhere it, that I'm not adhering it while it's flat, because I want to make sure I adhere it right to the front there. All right, so here we go. And of course, if I have giant packs of designer series paper, I don't cut these with my paper trimmer. I would normally cut all these layers with my scan and cut. But when I'm cutting apart a card, of course I use my paper trimmer. Hi, Cynthia. So here's what we're making. Let's try it. We're going to do it. So this is Stampin' Seal Plus. I always like to keep it real on my channel. And I did not look at any tutorials about either the Stampin' Seal or the Stampin' Seal Plus, but I did look at reviews. I can't help but look at reviews from my colleagues, my team members. I can't help when they write stuff, and they all are saying they like this better, the Plus. So that's why I'm starting with the Plus. If I'm going to be daring on live on YouTube, I want to do something that, like Deborah just said, she just told me, she's on my team. She said, try the Plus first. Okay, so I like a couple things about it. I can tell you right now. I like how heavy it is. So there's a lot of adhesive in here, real heavy. And then these have refills. So you never get it without a refill, because you don't want to be stuck without. So maybe next on one of these times, I'll probably run out of this in one day. That's how much adhesive I use. And I'm in the middle of making some swap cards. But when I change it, I'll try to change it live. I'll try to change the refill live. Okay, so let's see how it's going to work. Now, to practice, before I used the pizza box, I did make a couple Hershey nugget wrappers. Meaning the card that we sponge colored last night, I put that card. Was yesterday for you guys. Okay, so yesterday for you, I sponge colored live this card, one of the cards. That was with crushed curry. And I cut off a couple pieces, and I'm going to make them into nugget wrappers. So I figured, why not practice with the Plus on the nugget wrappers? And when I say nugget, I'm talking about Hershey nugget candies. These guys. Nope, not that one. That's a miniature. It's an American thing. We love our Hershey chocolate. Hershey, Pennsylvania. Yay for Pennsylvania. And this is like chocolate that is just good stuff. All right. We're going to try it. So we're going to open it up. All right. So we have a grippy here. First of all, let's take the lid off and see. Okay. The lid just comes off. I'm not even sure which way is the top or the bottom, but we're going to, okay. Touching it. The adhesive is on this side. So the grippy thing's on the bottom. And you put your finger on the top there. Just a little. Okay, so let's try it. Nothing's coming out. There it comes. Ooh, it's smooth as silk, so it glides off nicely. And it didn't make any noise. I thought it was going to make little clicking noises. All right, but will it hold my candy wrapper on? That's the question. Okay, and I'm able to lift it off. Hey, yeah, I used to go, Rosemary, to Hershey, PA. There's a Hershey Park there. I hope it's still there, and I hope it doesn't have to close down because of all the COVID, but Hershey Park is a really fun park, and I went there as a kid. With lots of rides. Okay, so I guess we're going to see if it sticks on. How well it sticks. We'll put it on my Hershey Nugget wrapper. I'm just doing one line of it because, just trying it. Okay, it didn't pop off. I literally have had other adhesive just pop off right away. Now, I'm not saying it won't ever pop off, but I give it a little rub. We'll try it one more time. So these are going to go in the mini pizza box, by the way. I'm not just doing this randomly. I'm doing it because we gotta decorate our box of sunshine after all. We gotta put stuff in it. All right, I'm really liking the Seal Plus, I will say. And this is the first time using it, so what the heck. I didn't think it was going to go that smoothly, honestly. I've had love and hate relationships with every kind of adhesive that there is. That one I made a little too big. The wrapper for the Hershey Nugget, by the way, is 1 inch by 3.25 inch. So 1 inch by an inch, 3 1/4 inch. But I didn't measure these wrappers because I was just using the leftover card, the card that we sponge colored yesterday. We sponge colored 2 cards yesterday on my video. One with Daffodil Delight and one with Crushed Curry. So that I just made the Crushed Curry one into the pizza box. Also because I wanted to make sure my measurements were straight, because I usually do this on the scan and cut, but this time I'm doing it here. So now let's use the seal on here. So I'm just going to use, oh, it would be nice if the lid just doesn't stick to everything. And I'm probably going to lose this lid in seconds, but let's just put it. Now, in the past, when you use our adhesives, you had to do this little check mark at the end. I'm not doing anything. I'm just lifting up. I mean, maybe I'm doing a little bit of check mark subconsciously, but I don't have to do much to that. So it's not scary at all. And that means my customers are going to be able to open up the seal and use it right away, which is good. And now I'm not afraid to travel with it, because what I wanted, like literally, I was going to take my giant ATG, here, I'm going to show it to you. This was my backup plan. If these weren't going to work out for my trip, I was going to take this guy. And this is a heavy thing. And this isn't even Stampin' Up, but it's a heavy thing and bulky to take with you when you travel. So I'm kind of glad these are more portable, that I can take them with me. All right, so now, if you want to do, we can do a little sponging if we want. So we're going to be using the sun, and the sun is crushed curry. So what we can do is take the crushed curry. I think this is the one that was crushed curry from yesterday. And we can sort of sponge color the sides of the boxes. Okay, so like we did yesterday. Oh, I better put down that thing that we used yesterday. This is that's just a little piece of paper. I don't want to mess up my cute little paper pumpkin mat. I'm just masking this off. So I want to sponge color that area there. And I'm just making I'm just covering up the bottom of the box. I don't want to waste ink on the bottom of the box after all, right? We don't need to waste ink. So what I did is I opened up my crushed curry and ink, and I'm just rolling. Make sure that's in the camera view. Rolling the brayer over it. This is a sponge brayer, and I can sort of sponge color the sides. I'm not going to do this to all the sides, to all four sides of the box. I just want to show you that that's another way you can decorate your mini pizza box. And because I masked it off, I'm not wasting ink on the bottom of the box. I'll flip it over because I'm right-handed, and I just want to do everything on the right side. And we'll ink up this side. And I don't even know if I needed more ink. There's already enough on the brayer to just sort of sponge color that. Anyway, so these are just options for your box. Another thing I've seen done at workshops is I've seen like you put some of the re-inker into a bottle, what's called a spritzer that we sell, and you can re-ink it. Not re-ink it. In the spritzer, you can spritz this. You can put some re-inker in in the spritzer bottle, and you can spray these boxes, and they get colored nicely that way too. All right, so now we need to cut the stickers. Okay, so I wasn't going to attempt this on my live yesterday because I didn't have any extra supplies until I opened the second kit. I used up all my supplies from the first kit. So what you have, though, my Paper Pumpkin subscribers, my crafty friends, you have this sheet of stickers. These are awesome. And they're already bigger than 3.5 inches. We need 3.5 inches again, minus that smidgen. So we're going to put this, I even made this little, let's see what I did. I'm trying to think if I was using it upside down. I made a little mark on my, I made a little mark on my paper trimmer to make sure I did it at the right spot. So what I did is I put that mark like that. Just so you could put the mark in the same place. That's where I put it. I put a little sticker there. Because the reason is I had to put a mark there is because you can't really measure 3.5 easily with this extra little piece on there. And I wanted to use this for cards. I hope that makes sense. I wanted to use these scraps, right? So that's why I put that little guide there. And the guide is it's like 3.5. It's kind of like 3.5, between 3.5 and 3.75. But what I'm doing, I'm not making these that big. I'm making them a smidgen smaller than 3.5. See what I mean? So you're going to cut your stickers. But you can't cut them once they're stickers. You got to cut them maybe it's easier to cut them if you do this. If you peel that off, it's easy to just cut it 3.5. But see, I didn't want to peel that off because I'm going to use it for a card. So bottom line is look at my description later. You're going to see that my measurements there. This is a smidgen smaller than 3.5. And look at that perfect little sticker. We're going to put those all around the side of the box. It's easier to put these on when they're flat, by the way. And you can use the same technique for anything you're doing. If you want to make cards with these little pieces and whatever, just easier to put things on when they're flat. Decorate your boxes. Do your thing. I make more 3D items than I do boxes. That's just me. That's how I roll. So no seal, nothing is needed, no adhesives. These are already stickers. So I hope you think beyond your kit when you want to extend your kit to other ways. Okay, so it might be easier for you to visualize once it's put together. So I'll just kind of show you how. Say I'm going to put one there, okay? Now it wouldn't matter, like the pattern would matter. These patterns don't matter, it's polka dots. But sometimes the pattern matters, so, you know, keep in mind that this is the way that your box is going to be facing once it's all put together. But like I said, this doesn't matter. And there's a little notch in there, so you can pull. I mean, there's a little bit of adhesive that sticks out, but it's no big deal. I don't bother with cutting that. And then I do take these little pieces off, there, of the box. All right, moving along, and then we got this piece there. And I'm just trying to put that sticker on. If it doesn't go on straight the first time, just lift it up before you get all the way across, because then you're committed. All right, I'm happy with my sticker. I guess that one could be a little crooked. I don't mean it could be crooked. I mean it is a little crooked. Stickers, like seal, it takes longer for them to kind of settle. So if you catch them right away, you can fix them. If you wait for a day, they're all sealed, and you can't really fix them. All right, happy with that. Now you could you could do the inside. You can make some inside decorations, but you get the idea. The inside is even a smidgen smaller than that. You know, it's even smaller than 3.5 inches, and minus. So it's more like, it's bigger than 3.25. But I'll have to get the exact measurements for the inside. I actually use my scan and cut usually for the inside papers, but that's how I fold it up, and that's how we make it like that into a box of sunshine. Yay! And of course we tie it so you bend that a little bit better. If I bend that a little bit, it stays shut better. Okay. Bend these in some. Bend these in some. All right, so now we are going to we'll put our little sunshine inside, and we'll open up this, and we'll do our top. 1 second while I reach for something. Chat with each other. All right. Had to reach for my bag of wobbles. These are my bag of wobble springs. All right, so now what I'm going to do is we're going to put the sun on last. The sun needs to go on a wobble, but we're going to see if this is where I got the sunshine from. This is called no, it's not called Pick a Pattern. It's called Playing with Patterns Designer Series paper. Fantastic double-sided paper. Yes, this is where I got it. See, it's on the 3rd sheet. Yippee, just to show you the others. The reason I chose this paper, and by the way, it's double-sided. Look how cool this is. When I get to where I start repeating, I just stop, because there's 48 sheets in there, but 12. See? There we go. So that's where it repeats. So you see what I mean? There's 12 double-sided sheets. And this is the one we want. So it repeats it 4 times. So you got 12 double-sided sheets, 48 in a pack. And I love how it's already 6 by 6. All right, so let's do this. Now, I believe those are 1 inch high. Let's check it next to a nugget. Yes, they're 1 inch high. Okay, so that's good. You could stamp it first and then cut it, but I think I'm just going to go ahead and cut it and then stamp it, because then I'm going to use what's called my banner triple punch to punch the holes. And let's, thinking of contrast, let's just make a few of these. I'm going to go 1 inch. Okay, I'm going to think of contrast. I don't think that's going to contrast with the background of my box. You see what I mean? Like, I wouldn't use this piece. This is not a good contrast, but we can use it to wrap nuggets and other things. So I'm going to go in and get another inch. Maybe it's the next one will be better, or the 3rd one. But then you don't want to use this side of the dark crushed curry. Maybe you could use this side, but that's a little too dark. Well, no, that might be the one I used before. Yep, yeah, I think I do need to use that side. Well, let's see. I might go with one. Nope, that's too dark. I'm going to go with this one right here. And little details matter. You want to make sure people can read your sentiments. So I think that's a good contrast. Okay, so we're putting that there. And you have some extra ones for nuggets. And we're going to stamp sunshine on it. So where do we get the sunshine? Where does our sunshine come from? It comes from the stamp set that came in your paper pumpkin kit. Right? That's where you get the sunshine from. See? Sunshine. But of course, I'm not going to open up this one. This is going to be a prize or some kind of gift to someone. But this is already mounted onto a stamping block. So I'm going to use Memento black ink and stamp it. Of course, they stain, you know, because, and I was just using a few colors of black, but it stains. No big deal. Photopolymer stamp stain. And there's a little glare down here, so I'm going to kind of stamp it up there. There's a little glare in my camera from my overhead light. All right, so we're stamping. I don't have a whole lot of ink on my stamp pad. As you can tell, I'm stamping a lot. And I'm just going to put it about here so we can punch the banner part. Okay, looks good. While I'm here, though, I mean, what I usually do, stamp a couple things. I'll use this on a darker color one. Stamp another one. And of course, the more you stamp, the better it looks. The more you stamp, the better it looks, meaning it comes out crisper. Ooh, I like that one better. But I like this color better. Let's see how it looks on here. Because the stamp absorbs the ink. That's just the bottom line. It absorbs the ink, and so that each time you stamp, you get a crisper. You put that up here for the glare, and you get a crisper image. I think I'm going to go with that darker one. I'm going with it. I can see it pretty well. It's a good contrast. All right, we're not really done with this ink yet, but I need to cover it up because I just want to cover it up because we're going to do this next little part. So you take your little banner triple punch. This is called banner triple punch. Now, of course, you don't need to have a punch, but if you want perfect triangles every time, you know, you can do this. You can cut a line. This is if you don't have a punch, by the way. This is just one of my crafty tips that I used before I had a punch. You cut a line down there, down the middle, and then you make your triangles connect to the line. But of course I have a punch, so why would I do that, right? So the punch, it has little slits to put in an inch and a half, and 2 inches. I'm going to put in an inch. I'm putting it in there. But I always turn it over. When I'm punching, I just turn it over. That's my habit. Oops, make sure it's open. There we go. I had it locked. And I just make sure that way it's not wonky. Because if I don't turn it over, oh, it looks good. Okay, now this one I need to punch off a lot more. So for this one, I need to go up and in there some, see? Because I need to punch off some more. But I just make sure that I'm in there so it's not wonky. Oop, way more than that. Just keep punching, right? I should have just used my scissors to get it smaller. It's only paper, as they say. Oh, almost even. Even Steven. Perfect, okay? So if you had to do it with scissors and you kept trying to make it even, imagine how long that would take. So we're going to put that right there. We could use our Stampin' Seal, but I want to pop it up with dimensionals. Oh, it looks like I put a little sticker there too. Looks like I put a little sticker behind there. So let's see. Here are my stickers that I've already cut. So we're going to put a little sticker behind it. Just for contrast is why I did that. I don't know if these are a little bit shorter than they need to be. Let's see. Of course, it's not going on straight, but there we go. Because I want that gold part to stick out. Come on, sticker. There. Okay, good. Now I'm going to pop him up on dimensionals, and I'm having him touch the bottom of the box. I'm really having fun making this project, and I like to give away boxes of sunshine because nothing makes me happier than sending other people happy mail and doing other things for other people. Like it's just fun. I don't really keep any of my crafts. I just give them all away, but I love making them for others. Oh, okay, he's good. Now we're going to put the little sending up there. Now for that I did use a die, but again, you can use your little banner triple punch. You can use the banner triple punch, meaning the thing that we just did, and a piece of Whisper White cardstock. But I already have these little ones made, and I can't remember I can't remember what set this is from. But I just die cut a bunch of these little things, and that's how I roll. So we're going to put sending on one of them. And let's make sure it's not upside down. There it is, sending. Okay, we're going to use the Memento black ink. Good, thank you. I'm glad you like this project. Sending. Let's just put it on the mat to make sure it's... Don't mind it being blurry. That's me being wonky. All right. What I like to do is make sure I have good ink coverage and good stability. I was getting wonky there. And once I think I have it. Good. Sending looks good. See, I just make sure I do it on the mat first, just to make sure I have good ink coverage and that I have a stable grip on my stamping block. You can use the stamping block that comes with your paper pumpkin. Okay, you can put that up there somewhere. I kind of like to put it where the gold is, but we have to make sure it's not going to block our sun. Because, like, see how I put it where the gold is so it could contrast with the back? But the gold landed in a different spot for this one, so I was able to put it higher. So as long as my sun doesn't block it, we're going to grab a sun here. Then we'll try it out. And that works fine. See, it's not going to block. The sun won't block it. So I want to put it there on top of the gold. Again, popped up with dimensionals, Stampin' Dimensionals. Oh, this is such a fun project. I hope you're having fun. This is something so easy to make, and it doesn't matter what kind of box you have. Just use different measurements. You might have other boxes that you want to cover up. You can cover them up just by cutting apart your paper pumpkin kit and having lots of decorations. So I'm putting that on. With the gold behind it, it contrasts really well. It's really easy to see. Now we're going to put the sun on a wobble. But this is my pet peeve with the paper pumpkin kits, is when you pop them out of these little stencils, these little things pop out. There's sometimes these little nibs on them. I'm going to put my light there. I'm going to put my light there because I can't really see. Make sure that I'm doing. So what I'm trying to, there's one. I see one now. See that little nib? That's just my little pet peeve. And I'm really not that anal about things, but when it comes to crafting, I like to pay attention to these little details. That way it looks like I stamped it and die cut it instead of me, and looks like I watercolored it. It doesn't look like I punched this out of a stencil, right? It's awesome. Just, it makes it look like I did a lot of work. Okay, that's good enough. All right, so happy with that. Now we're going to show you how to use a wobble spring. Now this one is for Rita. Rita asked me the question. She's another one of my awesome team members. And she said, I got the wobbles that you recommended, but now what do I do with them? She said, what do I do with these wobbles? Which way is up, which way is down? I don't know. I just figured it out this way. This is how it works for me. So so there's a hard side, meaning, hear that? I don't know if you can hear that. There's a really hard side, thick side. And then there's like this flimsy side. I tend to put the hard side next to whatever it's holding up. I figured that gives it more support. That's how I use the wobble springs. So I attach that first. So I go like this. I peel these off. It's a sticker. And I put it on the item. And it doesn't matter where you put it. It don't matter which way. Because it's a sun, right? So I put it on the back. And then you kind of test where you want to put it. Like there's that yellow part. I might put the yellow part next to the white part for contrast. Or kind of like the yellow part next to these. Maybe I'll turn it like that. I think that'll be good contrast to see. With the yellow little pieces sticking out over the crushed curry. The lighter yellow. All right, so anyway, then you peel the back off. And that's what you put on your pizza box. And then you wobble away. And people that you give this to will never stop wobbling. They will have so much fun wobbling all day long. I used to do this with this little dinosaurs and the Myths and Magic dragons. I mean, you can make things for kids that wobble. And this is, of course, an adult one. Okay, so I push it down, and now that's how it sticks, and now it wobbles. And that, to me, is that's my favorite part. So now let's make a box of sunshine. And again, at the end, I'm going to show you what's in this box. But we're going to make a box of sunshine with little things I have. So we're going to put the nuggets in there. Oh, we can put more paper inside it, too, as well. We can line it with paper. So maybe I won't finish making the box of sunshine because I want to line it with other things. But lemon heads. Okay, that's the lemon head candies. Ricola. They're the little cough drops. Laffy Taffy. A box of sunshine is just little yellow things. Lip balm. Let's kind of put the lip balm over there. Put the Hershey nugget there. Put the cough drop there. Okay, I think it'll all fit in there. We probably even put a couple more cough drops for good measure. Oh, tea. I have some tea here. This is orange. I meant to bring the yellow tea. Let's see if I have some. You can use orange too, though. Your theme doesn't have to be yellow. Yep, I have some yellow tea. But since I have yellow with the theme going on, I'm going to put that kind of tea. But orange works good if you're putting more than one tea bag. And I don't think these will fit in. Yeah, these might fit in there diagonally. the lemonades. But I think they're better for the other boxes I showed you yesterday. Yesterday I showed you the mini paper pumpkin boxes. All right, so that's our box of sunshine. Lots of fun. And you could put another sentiment on the inside. So you could put like smile or something in there, something else from this cute stamp set on the inside, and you could put some more paper in the inside. So let's see what I put in there. And then you brought to add your final touches. Let's shut this and add your final touches to the top using our sequins and things. Okay, so you're going to put your sequins. So one way to get them is to take your pick tool, and another way is your little tiny paper snips. This is the Stampin' Up! Paper snips. These are awesome, and you just kind of use those for your sequins. So let's see what I did here. I put one down there. I'm just going to repeat what I did on my other project. It makes me have to think less, because if something looks good, then repeat it, right? There's one there, and put a small one over there. Those are the finishing touches, and then I took the twine out of this. The twine came from the kit from last month. It was not last month. During the, it wasn't occasions, but the spring mini catalog, there was you could get the sequin pack and twine, and this is a So Saffron color, but it has some gold in it, and that's how I kind of wrap it around a few times, just so you know how I get here. I wrap it like 3 times. Leave yourself a big enough piece there at the end so you can tie the knot later. Wrap it 3 times. I don't want to do it all the way because I need to still put the paper liner inside, but I think you get the idea how to do the liner. But I can go ahead and cut my twine so it's the right size. So now it's ready to tie. And then I just tie a little bow, and that is how you make a mini pizza box project using your paper pumpkin kit. So let's open up the one. I don't remember what I've been putting here. We're going to open up the one I made prior to the last video. And thanks, Jenny. Oh, good. So Crystal's going to get these for her 7 secretaries when the office opens again. This is great because they will love these. And it's great if you can make them each, each is slightly different. They'll love that too. Oh, cool. Listen to me. It's cool. Like I didn't pack it myself. No, I forgot what I put in here. So what we have in here is this hand sanitizer that I'm definitely going to put in a bag before I ship it because I don't want it to leak, and some Ricola cough drops. Okay, so just anything, just start looking for yellow things. Now this is a piece of crushed curry cardstock in the background, a rectangle stitched framelit dies, a little something to brighten your day, another stamp from this kit, a little sticker in the back. And oh yeah, you just put a little sticker on the bottom. You don't even need paper in there. You can use paper, designer series paper, but you can just put a little sticker on the bottom. So that's how to do. Let's see if these will fit in there. That's how to pack it up. All right, well, I hope you enjoyed this, and we will see you again. And I plan on showing you, just a little teaser, I plan on showing you how to do this one. I'm just teasing you. This is the mini paper pumpkin box. Right, these are halfway done. Let me show you one that's done. I'll show you one that's done. I have a big mess on my table. I plan on showing you how to cut these pieces out with this Brother Scan and Cut precisely to decorate. I have a bunch of ones that aren't finished yet. To decorate the mini pizza boxes using your Scan and Cut. Here's one that's finished. And here's one I just used lots of different kinds of designer series paper in this one. But that's what I'm in the middle of now, and I plan on showing you how those precise measurements and then what to put inside these ones. So that'll be an easy tutorial just using the built-in patterns with our Scan and Cuts. All right, that's all for now. This is the Paper Chef. I'll see you next time.